Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Cooper here. I hope you're all well. So I just wanted to record the summary of what the event this morning was all about for our Friends of Wellington launch. I'm aware that some of our families may not have been able to attend because obviously it's during the school day and many of you may have been in work, but I also don't want any of our families to miss out on an opportunity to be part of Friends of Wellington and to find out a little bit more about it. So I'm just going to whiz through the key highlights of our Friends of Wellington presentation this morning, which was very well attending. We're certainly very excited about how it's going to move forward. And so, yes, I just want to share some details with families at home that perhaps weren't able to attend. So let me just share my screen and then we can go from there. Let's have a look. Friends of Wellington. So, Friends of Wellington, first of all, thank you so much for anyone that is interested in our Friends of Wellington group. The group is designed to build our community as a school community. That includes our students and our teachers and, of course, our parents. We're very much aware that within our international community, schools are sometimes the core focus of a family's community. And so we really want to build upon that to ensure that all of our families feel included and have an opportunity to come together, various opportunities to really focus on enhancing what we have here at the Academy. So just before we do, I'd just like to go through the school vision, just to reiterate that, because everything we do in the school always falls back on these three pillars and this mission statement, which is empowering students to aspire, create, and excel in the world that is, so that they can help create the world that will be. And we do that through these three pillars. First of all, science of learning. Teaching and learning is, of course, at the heart of everything we do. Effective teaching and effective learning is obviously the main focus of our school. And we do that by ensuring our students are happy and settled and feel comfortable in class. But we also do that by ensuring that we are constantly delivering a service that is research informed, a teaching and learning approach that is built upon evidence out there, both on cognitive science, both on psychology, but also on how we know our students like to learn in school, so that we can deliver the very best experience for our students in lessons. The second pillar, should I say, is social enterprise. We want children to be entrepreneurial, we want them to be creative, we want them to come up with new ideas, but we want it to be socially orientated. We want them to do all of those creative things to benefit the world, to make the world a better place, to improve the world for us all. And that's what social enterprise and our social enterprise pillar is all about. And then the final one is handing that ownership to our students. We want our students to leave our academy believing that they can make change and they have ownership of where they want to be in the future. And student agency is all about handing that over to students in our lessons and in our schools so that they feel like they have ownership over what they are doing, both in school and where they are going. And that innovation idea links directly with that social enterprise. We want children to be innovative, we want children to think outside the box. We want them to, again, have that ownership, but also believe that they can do things in a different way for the better of themselves and for the better of our community. So that's our vision and mission statement. We want Friends of Wellington to very much be focused on enhancing these three areas. So what is Friends of Wellington? So obviously, I mean, it's written there, so you can feel free to pause this video so that you can know exactly all these details. But I just wanted to highlight a few key things. First of all, we want this to be a parent-driven association that fosters parent engagement in a wide range of school activities, both for other parents, for our teachers, and for our students. And what will Friends of Wellington mean for you? Well, it will help you get involved in the school much more, feel more part of the community. But the main focus is to be actively involved in organising and contributing to school community events. We want to foster relationships deeper with parents, and so it's being part of this group will help support that happening. We want you to feel close to the school, but we also want to really make sure that you, as an international parent, have people to fall back on and a community around them. We're very much aware that when people arrive in Dubai and in the international community, many parents are on their own, many of our teachers come out on their own, and many of our students are in a whole new environment. And the more we can build up this community where we have this group of families that all want to better the experience of the school and better the experience of our students, then that can only be a good thing. So this is a brief summary of what our Friends of Wellington group is all about. In terms of what this looks like on a termly basis, we would like our friends of Wellington, our parents who want to be part of this, to look at what type of events they would like to host and what possible events could take place. So an example of that would be social events. It may be that parents just want to get together to have a coffee, whether it be in our parent cafeteria, but equally it could be out up at the Dubai Hills Golf Club or somewhere else in Dubai where parents can just get together to socialize, to share their experiences and come together as a parental community. It could be that fitness activities are organised, whether that be just parent fitness activities. If we've got a parent who is a qualified yoga instructor or a personal trainer, it may be that they are willing to lead some fitness classes for our parents, but equally they might lead some fitness activities for our community where our students and parents and teachers are all involved as well. Obviously, one of the main focuses is enhancing the student experience. And so there may be events that parents would like to organise and support organising for our students. International Day is the prime example of that, where parents come together to create an international fair that represents all of our countries that are represented in school for our students to visit in order to gain a little bit of a deeper understanding of what our school culture looks like and what different cultures around the world look like. Of course, charity, that's social enterprise. It may be that our Friends of Wellington group want to raise money for charity. And through these events, through these coffee mornings, through these fitness events, we raise money for charities and raise awareness of certain key issues. And then the final one, obviously, is our cultural and religious events. We organise many religious and cultural events across the calendar that our students participate in, but we would like to enrich that even further by having our parents contribute to that and add value to those cultural and religious events. Certainly during Eid, when our families come together, organise things like iftars and cultural and religious celebrations to really bring the community together as a whole, would only enhance what we offer here at the Academy. So these are a few ideas of what we will hope to see happening through the Friends of Wellington group, but I'm sure you at home listening have some other ideas too. Two of the main activities that we would like to try and organise this term, before we start thinking about term 2, is our National Day celebrations, which should be taking place somewhere around the 30th of November, and our Winter Wonderland. Before COVID, we used to have a Winter Wonderland fair where we had market stalls and activities for students to attend after school, where they would go with their families and we'd have a choir singing, etc. We've not managed to get that up and running again. We'd really like to get that established this year. And we can only do that by getting our community involved, and that's where our Friends of Wellington will come in. So a Winter Wonderland on the 7th of December is something that we're aiming to host, and we'd love some parental support for that too. And so what will the group look like in terms of its structure? So we are looking for parents who are interested in, first of all, in being a chairperson. If we have one parent representative that kind of helps coordinate the whole programme and the whole group of Friends of Wellington, kind of leads and coordinates, that would be really helpful. Of course, we would also be looking for a deputy chair to support that person as well. A secretary, obviously, is very important, where particularly if we're raising funds for charities or we're raising funds to host bigger events in the future, then of course a parent secretary will be very helpful to manage those and plan those kind of finances and collections from a parental perspective. And then lead members, so members of the parent community that perhaps don't want to be a chairperson, but are very interested in a specific pillar that we've talked about. So they may be very interested in organising social events for parents, or they may be very interested in running charity events. And so ultimately they are there to support the chairperson and the deputy chair and the secretary in actually making things happen, being involved in the organisation of some of these events and the enhancements of some of these school celebrations. And of course, if you haven't got, either, the time to lead some of these things, but you still want to be part of it in certain aspects, you still want to be invited to socials, you still want to be, there to contribute to charity events, then of course, any parent is welcome as a Friends of Wellington member as well. And I just want to highlight that Jumana, our PRE, is obviously the go-to person if you are interested in joining the group. and she's the person that will be working with the Friends of Wellington group to lead and put some of these actions into place and organise some of these community events. So the final question is, so what? What next? How can I get involved? How do I sign up? Basically, I just need to scan this QR code. This QR code will be also emailed out as a link in the email that will go out with this video. And basically, you just need to fill in a form for 5 minutes where you register your name, a few details, and then share your interest. If you are interested in being a chairperson or a leader within the Friends of Wellington group, then you tick a box to indicate your interest. Tick a box to indicate whether you're interested in supporting or the organising of our winter fair or our National Day celebrations. There's also some boxes for you to fill in some of your own ideas, what you would like to see the Friends of Wellington group contributing to and organising in the future, whether it be social events, a yoga, fitness event, whatever it might be. And then the final one is that we are also aware that many of our families have lots of skills that we might not know about. You know, if you are a qualified yoga instructor and you'd be willing to lead some yoga sessions for our families, that would be fantastic. We might not know that. So there's a box there for you to write any kind of details of any qualifications or skills or hobbies that you might have, but equally any resources that you might also have. So it might be that you have contacts with the golf club who would be happy to organise some golfing lessons for our community. All of that detail, all of that information would be really useful for school to know, so that we can build up this community and really figure out what opportunities we have within our community to really make the most of this Friends of Wellington group. So please scan the QR code or click on the link in the email and register your interest. And then Jemina will be reaching out to our the interested parties, our parents who have signed up, to talk about next steps. So this is a very exciting time at the Academy. We really want to launch Friends of Wellington, make this a really special thing at the Academy to really enhance what we do already. And we look forward to seeing as many registrations as possible and coordinating some really fantastic events in the future. Thanks very much, everybody, and have a really good day.